that position. By the way, there was a guy a couple of years ago that everybody thought was going to be the CEO of Amazon. What was his name? What was the name of the guy that was supposed to be the CEO of Amazon?
Oh, it's right here. Jeff Wilke.
Jeff Wilke was supposed to be. Jeff Wilke was supposed to be the CEO. Where does it say Jeff Wilke? By the way, I don't see it.
It says note.
Note. I don't see it.
Check this out right here.
Yeah, there was another guy that was supposed to be. Oh, okay. Jeff Wilke was supposed to be the CEO of Amazon, and guess what he did? He just said, "I don't want to do it."
Wow. Yeah, he didn't want the pressure. What would he?
No, I don't know. I just think the life happens, buddy.
Let me take my $100 million bucks.
It's not even that. You don't know the whole story. You don't know. I've worked so hard. I've been away from my kids. One of my kids is now using drugs. I got to get in to save my family. I just don't want to work like that anymore. I want to be around my family. I don't want to be the face. I don't want attention. I don't want to be on board calls, grilling me on CNBC. I just don't want that. That was you. You did it. I'm good. I'm worth $200 million. I'm worth $50 million. I'm worth $500,000. I have no desire to do it. Give it to somebody else. Many times these positions are turned down by the person that they want to give it to.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? That the person they want to give it to, and he says, "No, I just don't want to be a CEO. I don't want that kind of responsibility."
I got to give a shout out to, well, two things. I'd like to circle back to Mario because I know he's starting his own YouTube episode on the importance of being a number two, so he could probably weigh in on that. But let's talk about being a CEO for a second.
Street team. Never forget Street Team.
You know,
Street Team.
This is actually a pretty funny story about Pat. And Eric, you were there, and so was Mickey. No, Mario was there too. A couple days ago, we left. We've been working crazy hours. We're getting here early. We've been staying late. We've been setting up the office. We've been how to move. Pat left probably he said, "I got to go have dinner with the fam. I got to see the fam maybe around 8 o'clock. Around 11 o'clock, we all go to Pat's house because that's where Eric's car was. And we were all just kind of catching rides and carpooling, doing our thing. And we get to Pat's house and, it's gated. So we go in the gate, we park the car, we're making our moves. Pat gets out of his car that's sitting in the driveway. He goes, "Hey guys, what's up?" "Pat, you've been sitting in the driveway for what it seemed 2 hours on a phone call. We thought you went home already."
You're still in the Shelby.
In the Shelby, we thought the car was parked. We thought we were just getting the car, make a move. All right, cool.
I'm high beaming you. You're not even noticing it's me. You're like, "Oh, it's this one?" He's like, it's, looking at a complete different angle.
I'm lost. I'm lost
Because I told him, I said, "I bet you Pat's still awake in the kitchen, sitting there, following up on messages." Right.
But here's the point: as a CEO, you get the glamour. You're the Jeff Bezos of the world. You're the PBD. You're making the money. You're the big shot. What people don't see is the fact that it's freaking 10 o'clock at night. You're still sitting in your car 2 hours later, parked in your garage.
Yeah.
You probably haven't even walked in and said hi to your family yet because you're on, I assume, an important phone call if you haven't even gone in the house yet. That's sort of, you did the video that went viral, 90 seconds of an entrepreneur. But is that kind of what you're talking about? Like the other side of oh my God.
Some people have no desire to be that. Look, I know a lot of talented, capable people who had no desire to start their own company. Zero. I had a lot of people in the former company I used to be part of. I looked up to. I admired these men. Many of them. A guy named Rich. I admired a lot of these guys who could have started a company, but they never did. Why didn't they? Is it capability? Is it capacity? Is it that you can't run it? Is it you're not smart enough? Absolutely not. It's, do you want that life?
Yeah, totally different.
It's a different life. There's a big difference between being a person that's, behind closed doors, you're making good money and you're good, but you don't have the highest level of pressure that comes to you. You can still make 3 phone calls above you that the pressure's on them. Yeah. And you simply share the pressure versus, boom, all the pressure's with you. It's a different kind of a pressure. It's not for everybody. Look, this is why when you talk to certain, like Elon Musk said, you want to be a founder? You want to be a founder of a company? Okay, perfect. Here's what it looks like.
Yeah.
You're going to have no life, okay? You're going to work 80, 90, 100 hours a week, and you will have no life. Everything comes to you. You will have a lot of sleepless nights because you have to make the right decisions. You have to get up in the morning and you have to figure out what you need to be doing. And it's ongoing, non-stop. That's what it is. It's the life. By the way, let me give you another thing. The life of a head coach. You think a head coach is an easy job in sports? Every day.
No.
Are you kidding me? You got to be there at 4 o'clock studying this guy's playbook. You just lost a player. You got to replace this player. There's only 5 quarterbacks on the right now that are free agents, and and you're 62 years old. Urban Meyer, heart issues. Pressures coming to you.
Dude, this is film.
Yeah, studying. It's not an easy, but it's not for everybody. It's not for the only place you look good is once you win, and then they say you're a freaking G. good for you. There's a book that's called The Hard Things About Hard Things. I think it's written by Horowitz's son. I don't know his first name, but it's also Horowitz. The Hard Things. If you go search The Hard Things About Hard Things on Amazon, if you can, so people can see it on the screen here on the big screen, Mario.
Oh, got it.
The Hard Things About Hard Things. He talks about how he built this.
David Horowitz?
David Horowitz. Yeah, I think it's David Horowitz. Who wrote? Oh, Ben Horowitz. Okay, David Horowitz. Okay, right there. Go to the bottom. Right there. This book. If you haven't read this book, phenomenal book. You know what he explains? You read this book.
Is this the father or the son?
Son. This is the son.
Okay, gotcha.
So you read the book. By the way, he's a $3.5 billion guy. Type in David Horowitz net worth or Ben Horowitz net worth. I think he's a 3. And things may have changed a lot. He may be higher or less, but he's up there. He's a guy that killed it himself.
Hit Forbes.
2.8 right there, Business Insider. Okay, Forbes, whatever the. Yeah, he's up there. I don't know what the number is.
Of,
Go up. No, it doesn't show the number. Anyways, he's done very, very well for himself. When you read the book,
he's the co-founder of Anderson.
He's a big hip hop guy. Yeah. Big hip hop guy.
Big hip hop.
He doesn't look like a hip hop guy. He's a big hip hop guy, right?
Well, you're a big hip hop guy. You're a huge T-Pain fan. You're a huge T-Pain fan these days.
You're so funny.
I'm gonna buy you a drink. Whoa, what is this new song? What?
But you know what he says in the book? Here's what he says in the book. He actually outlines all the ugly truth about building a company and how many times he almost went out of business before he sold it for $1 billion or whatever he sold it.
The hard thing about hard things.
The hard things about the hard things, right? So it's not. It's for every one guy that almost made it, for every one guy that makes it and is like at the top, that cemetery is filled with a lot of people that could have and should have, and something happened and they didn't make it. It's not an easy game.